And when he first came in, I hated on him.
Did you really?
And then finally, he earned my respect, and he's my favorite player. The supreme leader of the Big Man Alliance. I demand you fans to start putting Steph Curry in that greatest of all time conversation.
But I'm like, bruh.
Oh, do you know the light-skinned man, the light-skinned man, the light-skinned man? Do you know the light-skinned man that lives on Drury Lane?
Just bang, 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 bang. And he running around celebrating.
Wiggins has it. Looking. Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three. Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
I love Steph, man. I mean,
like Steph Curry, he wasn't no talked about guy coming out of high school and college, but he my favorite player. And he my favorite player because I've never seen nothing like that before. Closest thing to Steph I've seen was Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Yeah.
So when I say Steph's my favorite player, he really is, because the guy that was from here worked his way to the top and did it the right way. Didn't team up with nobody. Him and Clay, Draymond, they did it the right way. So
Mahmoud's still doing it.
Yeah, he is. I know he is. That's crazy. So.
Well, Shaq, if you're going to have him in your top 10, who the hell do you take out? Yourself? Will? Russell? Tim Duncan? Who do you take out? Bird? Who?
You know, the top 10 list is kind of difficult to make, so I think like we should always put it in categories. Top 10 guards, top 10 forwards, top 10 centers. But is he a top 10 player? Yeah. You got to take out somebody. You ain't going to take me out, but you got to take somebody out. I've played against the best, beat the best. I've only seen something like this one time for 2 years. A fellow by the name of Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. The speed, the prettiness, the efficiency, how the ball went in. Hadn't seen it. And Steph is my favorite player because, again, this is something I've never seen before. And when he first came in, I hated on him.
Did you really?
I'm the guy that's sitting on the couch, and when he goes to the corner and he throws it up, no way that goes in. And it goes in. And then, I wait, he ain't gonna make this neither. And then finally, he earned my respect, and he's my favorite player. I wish I could shoot like that. The supreme leader of the Big Man Alliance. I demand you fans to start putting Steph Curry in that greatest of all time conversation. Just start putting him in the conversation.
So the conversation of Jordan,
Mike,
LeBron, Kobe.
LeBron, start putting Steph in that conversation. I demand it.
Why does the Big Man Alliance need to say something?
Because I am the supreme leader and my voice counts. And I'm saying, listen, I played against Mike, played with Kobe, played against and with LeBron. They're all great. But at some point, we're going to have to put Steph Curry in that category. I'm not saying he is, but let's just have the conversation. Like, I like all the internet talk and the barbershop talk, but I ain't never seen nothing like that before, and nobody has. And
pretty special.
And that's how many of them things he got. 1, 2, 3, 4 against LeBron. So I demand that people, you start putting my guy in that conversation. Consistently the best shooter his whole career. I'm wondering, is it time to start putting him as the best player of all time?
Best player?
Oh,
you put him over you?
In the conversation.
I'm asking you.
Yes.
You put him over you. You yourself put Steph Curry over you.
Yeah, this is why he's my favorite player.
I'm not saying favorite. He might be my favorite too, but I'm just asking you think he's better than you.
I played 20 years, watched 20 years before that. I've never seen a guy like him. And he's doing it consistently, and he has championships.
You put him over Michael?
No, I'm not putting him anywhere. I'm saying,
okay,
for all the chitter chatter, is it time to just put him in the conversation?
I think he's a.
I'm asking the fans, is it time to start putting him in the conversation as one of the best players ever? When it comes to the greatest shooter of all time, Steph Curry is in there by himself. So does that make him top 10? In my opinion, it does. I love the way he plays the game. He plays with great energy, great passion, and you knew that. As great as a player he is, that he was going to have a game like that. He needed to have a game like that for them to win. And that's what great players do.
One of my biggest regrets, and Steph, I'm sure you would have been the light-skinned man either way. You was going to be the light-skinned man. You know what I'm saying? That was destined for you. But I feel like when you came to the Garden and I let Raymond Felton's pride get in the way and he had 50, I feel like that's when you decided you was just gonna rape the league. I say they cheering for him. I was sick, bro. Light-skinned man, I just want you to know, bro.
Light-skinned
you
man.
ruined my day. Oh, do you know the light-skinned man, the light-skinned man, the light-skinned man? Do you know the light-skinned man that lives on Drury Lane? Oh, bro, that light-skinned man that got real vicious after that, dog. It was real, it was run away with it after that. He started shooting it from 40.
Other than that,
Started turning around when he shot. I'm like, you Gilbert Arenas now?
Yeah.
You Gilbert?
I told Steph this. I was about 10 years old, and our AU team drove down to Charlotte and played, and it was just one, like, I thought he was white, but he was he was yellow kid, right? I'm just being real now, right?
No, it's good.
Like,
for real.
Like where I come from, like, you know, we don't see that. We don't see the light-skinned guys where I come from. It's all like guys like me. So I walk in the gym and this guy just stepped across half court and just pulled the jump shot. I was like, it's not making this. Splash. So when we played him, he had like 35. And he was like 10 years old, and I was like, yeah, who was this? And 10 years later, wow, that's Steph Curry. And you know, it's crazy how you cross paths with these guys when you're kids and you don't know, and you know, you're just playing the game, and then once you. Like, wow, it's pretty cool to see him, you know, at that age.
Can't do that anymore.
You can't do that anymore. You know why? Because I believe in 08, 09, or whenever that little light-skinned fucker came in the league, that's in Golden State, he changed that whole narrative. He did. He single-handedly changed the no lead is safe. It's like Pat Mahomes right now.
What's something I learned? You know, just, you know, repetition. Like, obviously he's God-gifted talent, but, you know, every day he's still, people be leaving, getting off the court, he's still shooting. You know, that's the best shooter in the world. You know, he's still there shooting, and just how fast he shoots and the moves that goes into shooting. Like, he really, like you see him run around in the game and hit all these shots and you're amazed, but he practices it. Like, he be running full speed, stop, dime, shoot. Like, he works hard. That's why I have such great respect for him, because, you know what I mean, he's a hard worker.
we play the Warriors at home, and this is 2015-16. So Gogi comes back that game, but I come off the bench, and my first matchup is Steph, and I'm like, bro. But you know me. I walk in, I chest him up as soon as I get in the game on the inbound. I'm just pushing him. I'm like, yeah, you're not doing that tonight. Not on me, brother. About 36 minutes later and 42 Steph points later.
That happens to a lot of people too.
Yeah. I'm in the locker room like, nah, this can't be what it's like. I'm taking my stuff out like this ain't it.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, you really got to get your rest. You got to be well conditioned because he's going to make you pay if you're not. And we all see what he can do. And if you're not ready for it, he'll chew you up and spit you out. So, you know, you got to be ready. You got to be ready for anything. You got to be ready for anything that they throw at you at any given time. You know, because when you fall asleep or you think that he's not done or that he's done moving or the play isn't for him, and that's when he's gone. So you really got to be on your P's and Q's with him. And if you're not, then you're in trouble.
First of all, movement. Without the ball.
He's constant.
We've never seen probably a basketball player in better condition and understand angles and how to come off that screen.
Right.
And also be on balance to still shoot.
Right.
And he can shoot off balance too.
Right.
We've never seen that before.
Right.
And for him to be that small, but he can shoot from almost half court.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And he's not throwing it.
Right.
He's shooting it.
Yes.
We've never seen that before. And then he's a killer. See, people look at the smile just like they looked at me with my smile.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to kill you.
Right.
I'm going to try to take your head off. He showed him, he said, no,
I'm not.
I'm not soft, and I'm here to show you.
Right.
What he did in that final was special because them first 3 games, I think he was almost over 40.
Right.
I mean, and just lighting it up. But he shut everybody up.
Right.
He said he couldn't be the finals MVP. So Steph, I love Steph because he's changed the game in his way.
Right.
3-point shooter. Now kids want to be Steph.
Yeah, no, they don't care about dunking now.
No,
everybody, the little kid throwing the ball.
That's right. Want to be Steph, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I think the best player in the world is the person that is the last one standing. You know, is the person that takes his team to the finish line, and helps them win the game. You know, win games and become champion. 2 years ago when we did that, yeah, you know, when I was sleeping in my bed, you know, I was like, yeah, maybe I'm the best player in the world, you know. But now, no. In my opinion, the way I view it, the winner is the best. The guy that wins is the best. When we play a game of ping pong, when I go in my house and I play against my brothers, when I win and I play against the Nazis, coaches and Alex, and then my mom and Mariah, and I win, I'm the best. Yeah, you know, if, you know, Kostas played really good, a great series, but he didn't win, how can he be the best when I won, you know? So that's how I view it. I believe that the best player in the world is Steph Curry until the next player.
I see a calmness about him, and I think it's something that a lot of players don't understand. There's a serious calmness about him, which is extremely deadly, right? Because he's not up, he's not down, he's not contemplating what just happened before or worrying about what's to come next. He's just there.
I never say no backhanded weird about Steph.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it about nobody, but definitely not about him because I respect him. So after I say it, we go play him again 2 days later, and this Steph comes out and he is shooting every time, and I'm like, Steph, he knows, like, obviously he a competitor, I'm a competitor, so I'm gonna try to get at him just like he gonna try. But like, he coming out and he like is shooting, and I'm like, and Steph, he the type, like, he's not going to announce that, like, I heard what you said, or you said this or said that. He's just gonna come out like he's a true competitor. Yeah, like they think he a little light-skinned dude, but he like a real competitor.
Green light.
Yeah, he gonna go crazy. So he come out and he is just hitting 3 after 3 after 3. So I'm like, my first thought is like, I don't care. Like, now they're gonna be saying, you know, I said this, and he came back and he ended up having he had like 62.
Ooh.
It wasn't all on me, but it was just on our team. He was just bang, 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 bang. And he running around celebrating. So after the game, I shake his hand and we walk off, and I'm walking up the court and I'm like, man.
I love Steph, man. I mean, the guy has completely revolutionized the game. Coming into the league as a young man in 2011 and seeing what, only seeing glimpses of what he was capable of, because he wasn't as healthy, you know, those early 2000s. So we only got to see glimpses. But when he caught fire, man, everybody was on notice. And me as a point guard, or just as a lead guard on my team growing up in Cleveland at the time, he was the guy that really set that standard. You know, catching, shooting off the dribble, being able to break down his defenders, being able to take 3 guys with him everywhere he goes. You know, you wouldn't be a true student of the game if you're not watching somebody like that and trying to not only keep up but challenge his position.
7 years old, it's incredible. 52 points with people draped all over him all game long. The conditioning, the skill, the audacity, the belief. It's just incredible to watch Steph at work. I mean, I can't believe he's still doing this at this age, but he's put the work in, and he still got it.
Are you the best point guard ever?
Yes.
I think this is truly a one-off, unless he can force his son to go for his records, because he's the only one that's going to have the DNA to be able to even think about trying to capture this. It's amazing. I mean, you look at how this kid shoots the ball from behind the three-point line. He shoots it like it's a layup. There's no restriction. He's been a game changer. I mean, you look at his threes attempts compared to Ray Allen, and Ray Allen probably is getting 3 to 5 a game, whereas Steph is probably getting 10 to 15 a game. So I don't see any players in the league that can really change this landscape.
I mean, so Magic had really great talent around him.
Yes.
And then, you know, it's funny when they talk about Steph, they really like breaking down
the weaknesses of the guys around him. You know, they always want to talk about what Draymond can't do.
Right.
They always forget about what he can do. And then Klay, they always try to call him one-dimensional. He's always been a great two-way player. Plus, he just had two injuries.
Yeah.
And you just said it. You know, Wiggins coming in, because they try to say it was KD, and then Wiggins coming in, Steph still do it. Then you got a young player in Poole, you know, he was regarded as the worst draft in the draft.
Right.
The guy said that.
Yes.
Worst pick thus far in the draft. Steph got this guy out here, he about to get $100 million. So I think I always was a fan of Jason Kidd. He's one of my favorite point guards. He always got his guys the max contract. So it ain't all the way about your number, but the guys, what they can do around you. Steph's done everything you can imagine think of in terms of basketball, whether he's got the stats for himself, he's got the chips, and what he's done for his teammates. And on top of, Magic did it with the Lakers in terms of the valuation the Lakers had when he got in. Look at the valuation of the Warriors when they bought the team with Steph versus right now.
Right.
It's just astronomical. So, you know, everybody wants to try to put different parameters on what makes you great. Well, he's checked off every box.
Is there a tougher player to game plan for right now than Steph Curry?
Yeah, there's a handful of them. As you know, he's really, really tough, without a doubt. But you know who the other ones are. It's really hard to figure out what to do with LeBron. He's just seen, and he seems to see and beat everything. It's hard to make him that uncomfortable. Giannis is really hard. Harden, Durant. There's quite a few of them actually, but Steph's unbelievable. I can't believe the kind of shape he must be in, as fast as he runs.
Yeah,
the whole game, every game. That was
said.
Yeah. That's what amazed me playing him in the finals. I just, one of the things I said over and over in that series was like, I know they're running fast, but you got to run fast too. We got to run fast too. Keep chasing them. Like play tag and keep chasing them because it's like nonstop.
Man, at this point, we gotta stop talking about if he's the best PG all time. Can Steph move into that top 5, man?
Best player all time? Yeah, shit. To me, he is.
If he ain't, he knocking on the door. He right there.
I look at best players like most influential players.
Okay.
Like to me, if you inspire a generation, I think you top 5. Like,
yeah.
I think LeBron inspired a bunch of people. I think Mike inspired a bunch of people. I think Steph Curry did.
Yeah.
I think Kobe was inspired by Mike, so I don't think he inspired. I think Mike did more inspiring. I think Kobe just mimicked Mike.
Steph Curry got to be top 5 because he literally changed the game.
He changed everything
everybody
about
shooting
basketball.
threes all day now, bro.